Welcome to the wonderful world of the Xbox 360, wherein we shall play the F.E.A.R 2. Hello.
Yay. This is the F.E.A.R effect too, right?
Yes, Double Helix, I think, or no. I just saw what the subtitle for F.E.A.R Effect 2 was, because it popped up in the what game are you playing, and I've already forgotten.
Something like that.
It's a story with more than 31 climaxes, or whatever that ad was.
God, video game advertisements. I love how we're still at Crash Bandicoot as fucking people after all these years. I think it was one of the later Crash Bandicoot games, like post Naughty Dog. But yeah, they had that one that Dan Reichert mentioned on a bombcast at one point where he was just in bed with like 3 women.
Great. Cool. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I've started following that weird Twitter account that just tweets Japanese TV ads for video games.
Sure, why not?
There's
Get
some...
that Dulcim.
Yeah. Yeah, that Dulcim. I remain not unconvinced that that man was cheating on his wife with a Dulcim.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Fair. Things seem to be not going very well in the F.E.A.R 2. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Dulcim into the metaphysics.
I don't know if I want to jump in the lava. Well, I jumped in the lava. That was apparently what I was supposed to do.
Oh, wow. That's unusual for a video game.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Nice of you to join us, sunshine.
Sit down, Red. Beckett, I need to check your visor.
Late
calibration.
2000s video game lady.
What do they want this Aristide chick for anyway?
Don't know, don't care. We don't question orders, Red.
Okay, Chief, I need you to look up and down.
Yeah.
Now we'll invert it.
Genevieve Aristide, president of Armacam Technology Corporation. Intel indicates she's holed up at her penthouse. Our job is to secure the site and take her into custody.
Protective custody. I don't want any breakage, even if she...
This game both looks better and seems to run better than the PS3 version of the first F.E.A.R.
Armacam headquarters.
Like I said, don't know, don't care. She's a high-value target and we've been tasked to bring her in, so that's what
Yeah, it's not too surprising. That was from around when people still hadn't figured out how to port games to PS3. And
Yeah.
also that game was very much a PC game that was ported to consoles.
Thinks Armacam's board of directors may be trying to cover their tracks, which could include making sure.
At least that's how I remember it.
That makes sense.
Fox, you're with Stokes. Keegan, you're with me. Beckett, Red, Manny will drop you off in front of the building. We'll link
I
up.
guess my name is Beckett.
Shit. Why do I gotta get stuck with Bucket?
Hey, not Bucket, Beckett.
I'm Mr. Bucket. Buckets of fun.
This op is bullshit, man. What's so important about this chick that the cops can't pick her up?
Just be glad they didn't divert us to Armacam HQ. The recon team they sent in got ripped to...
Is this happening like simultaneous with F.E.A.R 1? Because they're talking about like the recon team that got sent to Armacam, and I think that was me as F.E.A.R 1 man.
Red, Beckett, what's your status?
Looks quiet,
Boomer's coffee. Okay, Boomer.
Somebody wasted a janitor in the men's room. Point blank in the back of the head. Something went down in the lobby, too. One confirmed. Another
Want some
problem.
coffee, Red? Where you at? There you are.
Hustle it up, people.
Man, I could really go for an extra hot, no whip, white chocolate macchiato. Man, that's a lot of stairs.
Well, who
I think
goes?
it's locked, dude. But you don't really want to climb all those stairs, do you?
I'm glad that my flashlight appears to not have batteries. Also, that this is a modern video game, so I hit the left trigger and I zoomed in.
Beckett was admiring the scenery.
We've got trouble. Let's go.
Well,
Back room clear.
things have not gone well.
Our intel shows this is a private elevator to Aristide's penthouse, but it's been locked down. I'll need a minute to override the system, unless you'd rather take the stairs.
What that?
Somebody sure bled out fast.
Probably took one to the aorta.
The aorta. You think it was the carotid or the subclavian artery?
Oh no, people are dead.
Making fun of a man for his knowledge is a sign of insecurity.
We need to find Aristide now.
Stop talking about heart parts.
Red, take the stairwell. Rest of you, you're with me.
The stairs? What the fuck, Tom? It's like 1,000 fucking stories.
Like I give a shit.
What is it?
Oh. Oh dear. That's not gone well.
He's bleeding. I'll stabilize him. Stokes, Beckett, get moving. Body armor stopped most of the rounds, Tom, but one got through. How bad? Not good, but he'll live.
I'm in an elevator with a dead body. Yay.
You alright, kid? I think they hit my aorta. Man, give it a rest.
Hell of a view, huh? All right, Beckett, it's just the two of us.
This is the most urban section of Alabama I've ever seen.
Remember to check your targets, people. Nobody shoot Aristide.
Contact. Get ready. Waste them!
We need backup.
Beckett, come on!
Yeah, the thumbnails never ended up loading, but I got 2 Crash ads in the chat.
Nice.
Long story short, the ladies love Crash.
And people made fun of Sonic 06 for its plotline of that lady probably having sex with a hedgehog.
You head through here, I'll find another way in.
Alright, let's split up in this horror game, lady. This is a great idea.
Red, where are you?
Oh, that's... Oh, hey, there's Forrest Kaysen talking about the ending of F.E.A.R. 1.
That's just sad, man. No other way to put it. Blow me.
Oh, there's a sprint now. That's great. And a helicopter. That's less great.
This is Genevieve Aristide. Can you hear me? Please hurry. My building's under...
From Mr. X at anonymail.net.
Yay.
for attack. I think it's Colonel Bannock's men. He's the bloodthirsty bastard that cleans up messes for the board of directors. I'm dead if they find me.
I love anonymail.net.
Tom Clancy's the notamale.net.
Yes. Oh, shooting up all this lady's nice fine art.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh.
How's the fear?
It's going well. I think this game is already a better game than the first one.
Handles better?
Handles
Feels
better.
I don't know. It's got aim down sights. Can't be that good.
It does.
I'm seeing way too much of that. You ought to be doing more hip firing. I do all my best work firing from the hip.
Here. Ah! I don't know why, but I do a lot of aim down sights when I play video games because it's
Well, it makes sense if you're across the room, but like,
yeah,
Well, I mean,
up
the
close,
games
then-
that have it as a mechanic, you're encouraged to use it.
true.
No, I want the game that has aiming down sights and then discourages its use. Games that give you mechanics and then punish you for using them.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to do a 360 no scope, not a 360 scope.
It's true.
I can't spin around fast enough to do a 360.
The turn radius not high enough.
No, I need to ramp up the sensitivity or something in order to do
Crank your
360
mouse
no scopes.
sensitivity.
Also, I think no scoping someone with
A submachine gun is less
with a-
impressive.
Yeah, with it isn't really where they were going with that.
Guess I'll go after Bucket.
I'm very sad that you really cannot read the texture on this window cleaning stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is why we need a 4K remake.
clearly. We need the Fear collection.
Make it backwards compatible on the Series X.
We need a full-on PS5 Fear collection remake, and it needs to only include Fear 1, 2, and 3. But
Don't,
it needs to be called the Fear collection, or the complete collection, or something along those lines.
just fuck those side games.
Yeah. Just fully, completely disregard them. It's like when they finally make that full-on Mass Effect re-release, and it's just going to be 1 and 2. It's like all of the Mass Effect games that were ever made right here at your fingertips. It'll be Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and Saints Row 4.
Mass Effect All Stars.
See, I would say what you need for a Mass Effect collection that's all the Mass Effects is you have Mass Effect 1, you have the Kasumi mission of Mass Effect 2, and that's the only mission that you can play, and then Saints Row 4.
And all the canceled prototypes of those Mass Effect games my studio was working on before it got canned.
Yes.
That's like a loading screen minigame.
Play the
Dragon
4X
Ball
game
style.
on the loading,
On the
screens.
You better make your turns fast. This SSD goes quick. You're not gonna have much time to consider your moves.
Yeah, we had a Plants vs Zombies game, and then we were in the early stages of a 4X.
I would play a 4X Mass Effect game. That actually sounds like very cool.
Yeah, that'd probably be fun.
Thanks, EA.
And you could have had a really good setup for that if like maybe
Oh, you
as
had to
a-
send
as a
people
defense
away.
against- Yeah, like as a defense against some kind of galactic catastrophe, maybe all the different species sent these big Ark type ships away from the galaxy to some other, maybe a different galaxy even, to try to survive. But then when they land there, there's like a crisis and like a resource problem and a problem with livable land. So now they have to like go to war to establish themselves. And it's like, oh, are they gonna try to be peaceful and build a society, or are the Krogans just gonna fucking steamroll everybody again?
And you got a button, and when you press it, you select all units.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, this sounds very familiar. Make me mad. I say it's someone
Does
who's been playing.
I don't know. I think this sounds like something that has
Something
never
very-
been in a Mass Effect game before. Something Mass Effect has never touched upon, never even
We'll,
dreamed of.
we'll call it Mass Effect Horsehead Nebula.
Yeah. See, I like the sound.
Images didn't get their proper previews in Discord, but I was linking all the ads about Crash getting the ladies.
Okay, I think we're good now. Give it a second for the stream to catch up, maybe, but I'm getting bitrate over here. And,
All right.
And spooky ghost
Yeah,
children.
I'm seeing game. I'm seeing moving game. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
No longer a Fear 2 slideshow.
But
yes, what was that about the?
Oh yeah, I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
What's that?
It's the hot PS4, Xbox One Mass Effect game they made. It's terrible.
God, it's weird to think that like Mass Effect hasn't been good in an entire console generation, or like existed.
Well, the first one was good.
Well, no, I mean like it hasn't existed in a console generation.
Yeah.
Like Andromeda happened and that was it. Like good Mass Effect was a thing for the previous console.
I mean, think about it this way. Mass Effect 3 was a launch title for the Wii U.
Oh god,
Jesus.
you're right!
Oh,
I
Jesus.
hadn't thought about that since that game
Mass
came
Effect
out.
has been in the grave. Mass Effect has been in the grave for so long.
I forgot about the Wii U version of Mass Effect 3.
Never forget the Wii U. Never
Well,
forget the year of Luigi.
I don't forget about the Wii U. I can reach out and I can touch my Wii U. I just forgot they put Mass Effect on it.
Yeah, those Hackalon days with the Wii U with Zombie U and Mass Effect and Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge. And Batman Armored Edition. There was a lot of weird subpar launch ports on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Assassin's
Wii U
see
was
I
an
got
odd system.
I got my Wii U with Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, I guess that's the way to go because literally no version of that game was good, so you can't be let down.
And I think there was like Black Ops 2 that had like 5 people online.
Yep. They have put out they put out Black Ops 2 and I think they put out Ghosts on Wii U as well.
Oh, really? I'm kind
Yeah.
of surprised.
Oh, spooky ghost lady is butt naked and
I was
looking.
gonna say your screen is all.
Oh, I think the end of F.E.A.R. 1 happened over there. And they'd opened up a sick portal in the sky.
Oh, that's probably bad. Wait, why was Ghost Lady over here if Fear 1 was happening over there?
Because she's a ghost lady and she can be wherever she wants.
I guess. Also, why were they all like, "All you guys are the only people who can stop Alma"?
Because
Have like,
F.E.A.R. 1 guy's over there and got nuked and will never be seen again.
well, clearly, but I mean, I'm just wondering why you guys can stop her. Do you have an anti-ghost bullet?
Well, there was a document a second ago that was like, oh, the guy who runs this, like, squad
I think
has
you'd probably
psychic
not be standing
powers.
in all the dust.
That's fine.
This is probably a bad place to be standing, is in the ash, the fallout, as it were. Sorry, what was that you were saying?
It's another game that hasn't been good for a console generation.
Yeah.
Eyes are still dilating. He's reacting to the meds. Check the dosage. This shouldn't be happening.
You said something about a document about the guy who
Oh,
runs something or other?
the guy who runs the squad has some kind of psychic powers or something.
Grab the crash cart.
Okay. You're gonna
Oh,
psychically punch-
Jesus.
Oh no, what's up? Crash cart.
The beginning of Deus Ex Human Revolution is happening.
Too fast. We need to.
Except I don't think they had zombies in Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Stand by with that morphine. 4 megs. This tachycardia. We need to stabilize before progressing.
Also, I'm no expert, but four megs of morphine seems like a lot.
Progressing now.
Probably.
You're putting
But like you're built like a brick shithouse. You're super
You'll
tough.
feel
You
a
need it.
little pinch. Now.
Oh,
Yeah, you can definitely tell these are the condemned guys.
you really can.
They have exactly one bag of tricks.
I wonder if since I've been in surgery, that gives me my slowdown time powers.
Ah, put on your sick glasses. Oh, right, I forgot. At some point, you have to get slowdown time powers because it's fear. Stokes.
Stokes is the late 2000s video game lady.
Does she have a ponytail?
Yes.
Of course she does.
Do not let patient leave room. See if I can find that.
Quick, kick the door open.
Oh, yeah, see... Oh, I guess here's even me. Here's my review score, is I'm in good physical condition, I have outstanding mental stability, and my telesthetic potential is outstanding.
Nice.
My psychic powers might surpass Paxton Fettle.
Oh,
I
that was
will,
a loser.
I will become even better than the Fet. I will become Big Fet.
Yes. Fet.
The original Professor Doctor!
I'm sorry?
I want to drink some Professor Doctor.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Don't settle for imitation. Okay, that's pretty good. Good job, guys. For imitators.
Also,
rather.
that
squeezy
probably
juice.
tastes pretty good.
It probably does. It's probably
This
like
is a bad time. This is a bad week for me to kick caffeine.
It's probably like a really good Dr. Pepper.
Probably.
You know, say what you will about Monolith, but I love their fake Coke machines in this and Condemned.
Do they ever make other fake products, really? Or is it mostly just like snacks and drinks? Because they've just got to stock offices.
I feel
and
like it's
buildings.
mostly snacks and drinks because all of their games just take place in like destroyed
in
office
buildings where it's just vending machines.
Oh
or
no,
pantries.
I'm disconnected from Xbox Live. Oh well.
Damn it, man.
It's
How
fine.
could you? How are you going to use all these sick online services that I don't think exist in this game?
They also Monolith also loves that gag because I think that's been in both Condemned games and F.E.A.R.
An incredibly
1.
slow falling corpse from the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that exact balcony fall before.
There was
Like,
one.
even the shape of the room.
I think there was one almost exactly like that in F.E.A.R. 1.
That makes sense. Which also makes sense here because they're like, aha, you guys remember F.E.A.R. 1? We're doing it again. That's what the 2 means.
Just reminds me of that want to get dinner in the cafeteria after we got nuked. The Red Letter Media like VHS video. And it's just it happened again? Oh. It's not gone well for you, lady.
Oh, I've had days like that.
Just sit in the bathroom and
Exploded.
yep. Oh, spooky ghost lady.
Sunday was not far off. I mean, didn't you beat the ghost lady at the end of the last game just by shooting her and she was like that and vanished? I mean, and then she was back at the stinger at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, lady, it did not go great for you.
I want to say that
Colonel
was
Vanek.
I want to say that was the twin of the other lady in the bathroom. It looked like the same model.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was actually like an established twin. I was like,
No.
oh, okay, cool. And it was like, no.
It's just
It's just model reuse. Okay.
Sergeant Beckett, thank God you're okay.
Lady, there's a crazy military squad like somewhere around here. We gotta go.
Hurry and be careful. Vanix men are attacking the facility. Can't believe you go to this extreme.
I'm gonna get you to the TAC lab.
Is the TAC my speed up time?
Probably.
Or my slowdown time, rather?
I'm going. I don't remember the name of the dumb whatever word they were using. Telesthetic.
Oh,
or something like that.
telesthetics, yes.
I'm assuming it's going to be something like telesthetics amplification chamber. Because they said something about in your little thing, it was like if he undergoes this amplification thing, he'll be even stronger than the Thet.
This is true.
So I bet they're gonna go do that now, where they're like, "Oh, we're getting our asses kicked by these evil soldiers led by a dude who I want to point out. Why would you put someone named Vanek in charge of any kind of military operation?
I just already have my slow-mo.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that then. I thought that was gonna be the thing, was you were gonna get there and they were gonna be like, "Yo, let's plug you in," and you pop out of the car with slow-mo.
I also kind of thought that was what was gonna happen, but
Very well done. I see why they picked you.
Who the hell are you?
You can call me.
Well, shit. I wonder what's gonna happen after they stick you in the amplification chamber. Hmm?
I don't know who else is
Snake. I'm sorry. Okay, well, at least they're acknowledging that that's dumb.
sorry, that was what I was laughing at. Because Snake Fist is such a good, bad, terrible name.
I appreciate at least that in universe they're like, that's a terrible name.
Maybe you shouldn't have to carry giant tanks of explosives on your back when you're fighting a man with a gun.
I mean, maybe they didn't realize there was going to be a firefight. Maybe they were just coming in here to do the classic wipe out a building full of innocent doctors and patients.
They were here to commit war crimes.
Yeah. Come on, they're on American soil. They're not expecting resistance.
Right? Oh boy. Oh no, the doctor, Professor Doctor! No!
Did they blow up the Professor Doctor machine?
Blew up the Professor Doctor machine.
Did, like, bottles come out?
No, it just, like, broke
fuck.
the lighting.
Well, shit. If they blew it up really good, maybe bottles could have come out. You could have, like, licked it off the floor.
This is true. I don't know if I'd lick
Disco
the
Elysium
floor in a hospital. That man went through a...
Okay, name me the building you would lick the floor in.
Not a hospital.
I just feel like clarifying in a hospital is an odd thing to do unless you had a building in mind in which you would lick the floors.
Maybe like the building where they develop all the like the crazy like Dyson like vacuum and cleaning stuff. Oh no, they're gonna
bet
sedate the lady until I don't know. That was weird.
Harbinger status. What does that even mean?
I think that's like the psychic. If you have a good harbinger status, you're gonna be one of the psychic commanders.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm gonna guess. Yeah. Locked.
A psionic operative.
If I finish all these F.E.A.R. games, I should stream.
Can we talk
PsyOps.
about how good? Can we talk about how good of a subtitle the Mind Gate Conspiracy
It's
is?
a really good subtitle.
Are you lost?
Yes.
How did you get lost already?
Do you
So
know
early.
who you're talking to?
I do, in fact.
Remember when
But,
I got
like, it's
lost
so
in Resident
early.
Evil 4?
I do
I
remember that.
at least finished the first mission before I got lost in this game.
That, fair.
The elevator. Oh, elevator. Haha. There
I
was
was
a
gonna
big.
ask if those worked because there's also a big X on the wall, so it seemed kind
Yeah,
of
so I was.
conspicuous.
Well, there was a big X, so I thought it was like, no, these elevators don't work. Oh, that time I broke the Professor Doctor machine.
Oh,
I can't blame the weird Spec Ops people for that one.
I also appreciate that when you shot that guy, he straight up like flew feet into the air
Because
from
I
the
shot him
bullets.
in the explodey tank.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, people have explodey tanks.
Look, man, they gotta shoot exploding things, I guess. Or any of them even like using a flamethrower or something that would be considered flammable that would explain that. Because I haven't seen anybody like torching the hospital yet. I feel like that would be a
No,
good
I
explanation.
I
for
don't
this.
think they've had a flamethrower.
Okay.
I don't know why
Because if
they
somebody
haven't.
was in here with a flamethrower torching the hospital, then I'd be like, oh, this makes sense. That's why some of these guys have exploding tanks.
Whoop. That elevator did not work out very well. Melee button, punch. My my punching seems way less effective than it did in F.E.A.R. 1. Topple cover. Very strong wall. Or glass, rather. Something pattern in heart disease. Oh, I got a key card. Ghost lady.
Oh, good lord. Did
Yes.
they add English voice acting back into Yakuza?
Yeah, they've had it for a little bit.
Why?
I don't know. It was in at least Judgment.
Actually, now that you've mentioned this, I feel like I am enjoying adding this back in. I think I'd forgotten about it because it was such a stupid idea that why would you do that? Whatever.
I know Yakuza 7's got George Takai in it, apparently. Oops, that's a grenade button. Whoop. I stood too close to the explodey man, and then I exploded. No, I do not copy shit. Can I open this door? No.
Gotta increase the viscosity.
Never increase the viscosity.
But they gotta. Didn't you read that memo?
I did.
We need something more viscous.
Gross.
What? It could be anything.
I can tell if I'm going in a circle or not.
Slather some mayo in there.
I don't... See, that I don't like.
Yeah, mayo, it's disgusting. No one likes that.
Oh. I'm glad automatic doors still work in the post...
Mayonnaise is basically that paste you used to make back in the day when you made paper mache projects in school.
Ah. I think I'm going backwards, because I remember that cover that
I
I
don't see
flipped
any
up.
dudes to shoot, so I'm going to assume yes. You've gone this long without committing a murder. Is environmental damage persistent in this game?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Could you perhaps write messages on the walls behind you and bullets to let you know you've been here before?
Well, let's try. Let's put in a big old T for test right there, and then... And then hear a noise and think my cat might be trying to push open my door.
It will.
It
It's only a
probably
matter
will.
of time.
Oh, hey, maybe I can use my keycard over here. Nope, the keycard thing is broken. Oh, this seems like new area, maybe. Oh, yep, there's the ghost lady. Hey, ghost lady. Ghost lady just opened up all these corpse doors. Can I, like... There we go. Yay, armor and ammo. Whoop. Dang it, I was trying to look at magazines here to see if I could read the titles. Well, one said still building. Still building. And then I had a bunch of, like, developer pictures on it, because I kind of just assume almost anything. Like, if it's not very clearly a stock photo or a picture of an actual dead body, like, I assume every, like, real-life picture I see in a video game is just, like, a developer or a family member of a developer. I like that sometimes when you shoot people, like, their fingers get stuck on the trigger and they just end up shooting the ceiling. I don't know why, but that's very funny to me. Oh, that's a bad move. That man is so dead. Never, like, if you hear crying and you're in a horror situation, you just leave it be.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Because it's
Just like if
gonna...
you hear someone screaming for help around a corner and you were pretty sure that person died earlier in the movie, you just leave them. They did die earlier. It's no use going to save them now.
It's like, what's it? It's like that bit in Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that that lady's concern was that if I stand in the tack chamber, it's gonna sterilize me. Because video game ladies of the late 2000s. That's probably bad. I need some... Those men died via tentacle.
Gross.
And now I'm in the tree zone with the ghost
Aw.
girl, I think? Yep, ghost girl on a
Zone,
swing.
Act 1.
Hey, spooky ghost
You're at
girl.
the end of Gladiator.
Good morning, chickpea.
Oh, this man is clearly the villain.
Creepy ghost child on a swing.
Only way to explain why Aristide would have brought you here.
This must be Varric.
Roger that. On my way. Don't let
Vanek.
me escape.
Or Vanek, not Varric.
Samuels, finish up here.
Either way, he sounds like a shitty Mortal Kombat character.
You right. Man.
This guy with the slow-mo and the psychic superpowers isn't going anywhere.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about fucking... What did you say that, like, the plot of the new...
The Aftermath 2.
Yeah.
It's like fucking Havoc, and I want to say it's like Dagon from Armageddon.
Great.
Havoc steals the crown from Chronica or whatever. Somehow he gets a hold of it.
Havoc's the
I
dude
think,
from
like, the
Chaos
one-
Realm,
Huh?
right? Havoc...
Yes.
Okay. This
Yeah.
seems like a bad move.
Yeah, so apparently somehow he gets a hold of the real one. I guess the one in the story mode is a fake now. And they
Great.
get the real one, and they steal it, and they run off with it. And Havoc's like, I'm gonna give this to Dagon or whoever, because that'll probably be fun, and he'll do stupid shit with it, and that'll be fun, because chaos. And then, fucking the Elder Gods or whatever are like, we're still temporarily alive in the story mode, so we're gonna recruit a shitty suicide squad of jobbers and unimportant characters throughout the timeline, including, like, Reiko and Melina, and who the fuck else is in that?
Tell us
Rain.
you were almost right. Telesthetic attunement chamber.
Ah.
I think you said activation.
I said amplification.
Okay.
Or something like that.
You were very close.
Are they bringing Shujinko back?
No, Shujinko's super dead.
Yeah, Shujinko got
I mean-
murdered in Mortal Kombat 10, but also it's Mortal Kombat, so he can always just come back.
Also, it's time travel, so they could just...
Shujinko's back as a ghost ninja. Why not? They could just do it. It doesn't matter. Everyone's been dead at some point or another.
You're right.
The important thing is that Kotal Khan is super dead.
That's good.
Oh, that guy's always sucked. I appreciate that Aftermath takes the time to remind everyone that Kotal Khan is bad, and remind everyone who liked him that they are wrong to like him.
By just chucking him off the boat.
Yeah!
Thanks, Shao Kahn.
Just, he gets beat up barely on screen, and the next time you see him is his severed head flying off a boat and rolling into the crowd, and then just Shao Kahn comes off the boat, raising his arms, trying to amp up the crowd. But I want to point out, the crowd that he is hyping up when he comes off the boat is Kotal Khan's army. Like, his people. like his actual species, the Oshtek or whatever, who've been like following him since the last game, they immediately switch sides. Not a one of them stops to take a swing at Shao Kahn. They all just go, yeah,
Nope.
fuck it, let's go, and they just start following him.
Thanks, Shao Kahn.
Nobody likes Kotal Khan. His own people immediately dropped him like a sack of bricks. Nobody even wanted revenge for his lame ass. Oh my god.
Someone
He gets
going...
shit on so hard in that game.
This is a good loading screen story summary, because it's just like, oh, bad things happened and Vanek's around. Also, someone named Snakefist is helping you.
But his motives are unclear.
Watch
Also,
out, there are
random
Claymore
as-
mines.
Oh, that's a problem.
Also, what?
I was gonna say, it was random aside. I was looking up dumb stuff relating to Greek mythology earlier.
Oh
Because
boy.
Greek mythology is fun and stupid.
Yep.
I forgot that in the myth of, like, you know, Theseus and Minotaur and all that shit,
Yeah.
Theseus's dad dies in that story literally because Theseus is dumb. There's literally, it's not even like someone interferes or a god messes around or anything. It's just like Theseus, whenever the big ship sailed off to Crete with all the sacrifices for the Minotaur, they had black sails to basically just be like, hey, this sucks. We're not happy about having to give you sacrifices. So our ship's got black sails. And Theseus, whenever he took off to go kill the Minotaur, told his dad, like, alright, when I come back, I'm throwing up the white sails. Because I'm going to kick that Minotaur's ass. If we don't have the white sails up, it means I failed. But we're not gonna. It's going to be white sails all the way. His dad's like, okay, cool, son, you got this. Whenever Theseus kills the Minotaur and he's on his way back, he forgets to put up the white sails.
Whoops.
And his dad sees it and gets so depressed that his son is now dead that he throws himself off the fucking cliffs into the water and dies.
Nice.
That's why it's called the Aegean Sea. It's because he threw himself off and committed suicide there. And it's literally just that Theseus forgot to put the right sails on.
Also, a nice achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got the achievement, It's Raining Men.
Yep.
appropriately timed. Considering we were just talking about a dude throwing himself off the cliff.
You right.
But yeah, there's just something heartwarming to know that, yes, Theseus was a fucking dumbass. Again, characterizations in Hades, pretty on point.
I still like the bit where, like, Zagreus was like, yeah, I got a autograph from Asterius because he's super cool. And then Theseus is like, oh, do you want my autograph though? And Zagreus is like, why would I want your autograph?
Also, there was another funny story where basically back in the Greek myths after the Minotaur debacle, Theseus, Theseus and one of his friends were like, man, we're gonna be kings someday. We're like great heroes and all that, and like Zeus is our dad, which isn't exactly that rare, but we're still proud of it. So. Well, it's funny. Apparently, he is like a descendant. He's not like Zeus isn't directly his dad, but he's in that bloodline, so he still technically counts as a hero, etc., etc.
Yeah, sorry.
But either way, Theseus and his friend, yeah.
It's
Sorry.
just funny
What's
the
up?
idea of it's not that special, but yeah, because
I mean, like,
you're right.
dude. There's so many.
Yeah,
But either way, him and his friend were like, "All right, we're gonna go get ourselves wives appropriate to our stations." So they kidnapped Helen of Troy, and they were like, "She's like 6, so we're just gonna keep her kidnapped until she's old enough for one of us to marry. We got to go find another wife." So then they're like, you know who Theseus' friend is like, "All right, I've got my pick. We're gonna go kidnap Persephone."
oh
And
dear.
Theseus is like, "Isn't she married to Hades?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, but we can do it. Hercules busted into the underworld. We can totally bust in." And they're like, "You know what? That's not a good plan." So they go and try it, and they don't even get in the front door. Like, they get there, and they're like, "All right, there's the underworld. We're gonna break in, but first let's sit on this shore over here and take a breather before we go in." And they sit there and immediately get encased in stone. They're
Whoops.
just trapped on the beach. So they're sitting there and they can't move, and then the Furies come up and grab Theseus' friend and drag him down to the underworld. And Theseus is basically sitting there for months on end before Hercules comes along and busts him out. And then Theseus is like, dude, Hercules, you gotta come help me rescue my friend. We got imprisoned here for no reason. And Hercules is like, yeah, this sounds like a horrible injustice. We gotta go rescue your friend. So they go down there and they find where his friend has been like trapped and tortured in the underworld for the last few months. And Hercules is like, alright, I got this. And he goes and grabs his friend to like free him from the rocks he's trapped in. And the whole underworld just starts shaking violently. And Hercules just lets him go. And they go, well, this is a task too big for any hero. And they just leave. they just like, they try once. And it's like, no.
Nope.
And they're just like, okay, well, he stays. And that's the last you ever see of that guy. He's just stuck down in the underworld forever now.
Rip.
Greek mythology is fun. It's stupid as hell, but fun. Oh, also, and then whenever Theseus finally went back home, he realized that Helen of Troy, who they had kidnapped like a year ago, had long since been rescued because him and his friend were busy being rocks on a beach.
Yep.
So she was back in her home country just hanging out. He was like, well, damn. So then he just went and got married to someone else, and that went badly.
Good job, Theseus.
Spoilers, none of Theseus's marriages went great.
Fuck here. There's no sign of anyone. I'm heading towards radiology. This place ain't right.
I mean, what's it? Ariadne, the Minotaur's sister.
Mm-hmm.
The whole deal with her was that she helped Theseus kill the Minotaur and escape from the labyrinth. And then after that happened, on their way out, they were like, alright, we're going to sail back home. So they stopped on an island on the way there. And then Athena woke Theseus up the next morning and was like, hey, you should go. Also leave Ariadne on the island. And Theseus was like, wait, why? I was going to take her back home and marry her. And Athena was like, yeah, but this is Dionysus' island. And he's like, no, human sacrifice. You got to leave her behind. So get out. And then Theseus was like, alright, well, that sucks, but I'll find another wife. And just left her there.
Now I have a napalm cannon.
Oh, nice. I see, now this place is on fire.
Yeah, and like there are people with the explodey bits that make sense because they're like,
Okay. They're torching the place. See,
Yeah.
now it makes sense. It's all coming together. F.E.A.R 2 was just telling the story with more subtlety than we were used to.
we're used to from F.E.A.R.
We had to give it time to build up.
Chekhov's napalm cannon.
Uh-oh. Spooky ghosts! Oh no, not the spooky ghost lady.
I mean, again, in the last game, you just shot her and that seemed to work.
Yeah. These people who are on fire are elevator action returns level of being on fire. Just like, we're on fire. I know it's time to dance.
Yeah.
The violence is hard.
This is an incredibly effective flamethrower.
We often talk about effective video game flamethrowers and how most of them are not. This one seems pretty good.
This is like touch of death level.
Shit, I was afraid of this.
It seems like anybody that even gets tapped by that is pretty much done for.
Beckett, his telesthetic profile
And achievements.
Yeah.
Time to rack up those points.
These very meaningful
So,
achievement
Snake Fist
points.
back.
Snake Fist is back.
Your telepathic profile's off the charts.
Snake Fist out.
Snake Fist out! F.E.A.R 2.
I really like that you have someone with you in the game who's like, this is dumb.
F.E.A.R 2, you're alright.
F.E.A.R 2 seems alright, not gonna lie.
Snake Fist says hey. Snake Fist says damn it, kid. don't know. Staircase. Holy shit. Fear
This is
2,
pretty
you're
good.
alright.
Oh, F.E.A.R. 2 is a good time.
Oh hey, I set those dudes on fire and they didn't die. That's not how that's supposed to go.
Also, unrelated to the F.E.A.R. 2, but related to sequels.
Oh boy.
Rav, are you more or less likely to buy Crash Bandicoot 4 now with the currently running cuckolding-centered ad campaign?
Here's the thing. My shameful secret is I have never played a Crash Bandicoot game.
Aw,
So
That's
that's
fair.
fair.
I don't feel like 4 is the right place to start.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll get that trilogy when it's on sale again sometime, because that goes on sale like every other month.
Mm-hmm.
Sir?
Oh,
Well, oh, that guy had a bad time of it.
he had a good time with physics.
Oh, that man's head's in the dryer. That's okay, Fear 2. Oh, that man was just limping and then I set him on fire. I'm a bad person.
Oh, whatever. It'll put him out of his misery slightly faster.
I feel like the additional part of I'm a bad person is I set him on fire as he was limping and my immediate reaction was just to, like, laugh.
I mean, it was kind of funny.
Snake fist out.
Snake Fist out. Snake Fist thinks you're a bitch. What is it wanting me to pick up? I don't know. Whoa.
Why isn't the protagonist of F.E.A.R. 3 Snake Fist?
That's, you know, maybe if, because apparently Fear
Why
3,
isn't that the subtitle of F.E.A.R. 3?
to my understanding, Fear 3 did not sell very well and was not very well received. So maybe they would have had DLC where you play as Snake Fist.
And they would have declared it non-canon.
Yeah. Well, apparently, F.E.A.R. is also like not made by Monolith, like this one and the one before were. It was the Day One Studios, who were the people. Oh Jesus! A liquor.
This room looks bad. Yeah, no, that's just a liquor.
The Day One Studios were the people who like did the console ports of F.E.A.R. 1, and I think helped on the console ports of this.
Hit rate.
Oh no!
Hold on, let me refresh. That might have
Nope,
been
it's me.
stuttering a bit.
It's coming back. All right. I feel like this game, much like F.E.A.R. 1, is a lot of like if there's blood on the ceiling, like bad things have occurred.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you find like things on the ceiling, it's a bad time. We had this discussion.
We did about what would you want to find on the ceiling.
Yeah, and you said money, and that strikes me as like this feels like I'm walking into a trap if I look up and see money stuck to the ceiling.
Not blood, not spiders.
Sir, that's not gone well for you. You phased out of existence.
Oh, it's a bad way to get pulled through a door. It's also, wow, that door must be in an incredibly sturdy position.
Yep.
for that man to have gotten folded under it that way and not like just moved it.
There was an invisible plot wall of you can't come and see us kill this man off screen. That
Oh
was
well,
that was also very funny.
did that guy just get eaten by like a weird spider behind the desk?
By like with the liquor.
It was hard to see.
Yeah. This game's kind of dark. Oh,
Also, the lighting's terrible.
hey buddy.
Beckett, I just saw Aristide get into an elevator. I'm gonna try to catch up to her. Just
This
focus
does
on
seem
getting
miles
out of
ahead
the
of
stuff outside.
Fear, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. And I mean, apparently the ending is bananas.
It's something.
Do you know the ending? Because I know Rob knows.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know.
Oh, there's the ghost lady.
It is one of those endings that I'm kind of shocked you haven't heard about just through, like, osmosis.
I feel like nobody I know talks about Fear is the thing.
Well, not many people talk about Fear, but I feel like a lot of people have talked about the ending of Fear too.
Hang on, let me punch this liquor. Oh. I think there was something written in blood. Oh! Dang it, liquor! I want to look and see if the thing's written in blood. I can't tell. It's got a bunch of, like, berserk symbols, though. Can he see? Good lord, Lickers. I just want to look at the environmental storytelling. And they're like, nah. Shoot that liquor in the junk. I want to point out that hospital bed is, like, in the sliding door, and that shouldn't happen. Oh, speaking of things being inside things that shouldn't happen. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Uh-huh.
Was playing one of the story missions of Mass Effect Andromeda. And it was something like, so apparently the Krogan settlement of Andromeda is called New Tuchanka, which just seems like a bad move all around.
Also lazy, but yes, let's continue.
But the basically, like, there was some weird warp core that the lady who the Krogan lady who runs New Tuchanka was like, I want this. Because I guess they sent at least 2 Lady Krogans to the New World so that, you know, more Krogans can happen, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
And so then you go to the ship and it's like, ah, somebody already stole this warp core before we could. And then you have to chase them around half of a desert. Because, like, oh, these people stole it, and then they took it over here. Oh, but then somebody killed all of them, and then they took it over here.
See, that's a fun quest line when done right.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And then also, like, one of the ones near the end was like, oh, it's in this shipping container. And I had to take a second to look at the shipping containers. Because the one with the warp core that it had been in it, but they were like, oh, the readings are so off the charts that we can tell exactly where it has been, not where it is, though. And they were like, it's also surrounded by the same shipping container, but larger. And, like, overlapping in ways that just looked like bad, like they were intersecting in ways that things don't intersect. Which, like, you can make props intersect and have it look really good, like with rocks or trees or, you know, things of that nature. But when it's like a very clearly, oh, bitrate is upset about
Oh,
me ranting
no.
about Mass Effect. Oh, there we go. When it's very clearly like man-made structures intersecting, it looks terrible. Like, holy shit, it looked so bad. I feel like either this bed is not supposed to be here and like I just broke the video game, or
You
I'm
could try throwing a grenade at the door, because you've just been kind of running around in circles for like a while now.
yeah, because I can't really.
I feel like it's probably that door with the bed lodged in it. Try throwing a grenade. It'll probably physics it out, maybe.
Maybe a different type of grenade. No. It does seem like
You
there's
may
more.
just have to reload a checkpoint or something.
Oh, poopy. Before we do that, I'm gonna go to the game FAQs.
Okay, because I think I'm actually kind of getting motion sickness watching the back and forth.
F.E.A.R. 2 guides. I think I'm on mission 3. Oh. There we go. Surgery room. I saw that. Oh, you gotta kick it. That seemed like that was a glitch and not how that was actually supposed to be, but that was apparently
Yeah.
how that was supposed to be.
Okay, because that just looked bugged.
We have to help her.
Oh boy, that guy's not
Can you hear?
doing too hot.
She's crying.
You and me both, Blood Lady. You just crawl through the blood vents. Oh. We're now on mission 4 of 14, by the way.
I know why she's crying. It's the baby.
I don't think Mr. Fox is doing very well. I'm just gonna be super real there. So you're telling me that these people... Oh, don't... I'm not gonna look at that. I don't like that. These people made Condemned.
I don't see it.
All the sick metal in the bones. No, that's again where I came from. Eh. Video games. Wait, maybe I can do something like with this. Oh, I bet I need to like, because one of these people was like moving, so I bet I need to like X-ray and be like, oh, there's something in his spleen that I need to reach in and grab, like it's that Saw game. Guess it was this guy. No, maybe not, because that didn't change when I turned off the X, turned back on the X-ray. Good thing I still have this walkthrough open. Computers to open up that. Make your way down to the hallway. Oh, wait. Is this... Aha! Oh, dear.
Away from her. She's mine.
Hey, buddy. Whoa! Heck, it's not gone well for you. Oh, you got eaten by Cthulhu. That's very unfortunate for you. You don't want to be eaten by Cthulhu. If you can avoid it. You know? Oh, that guy's not got the psychic powers, so they're like, well... Oh, I'm on fire. Do-do-do-do. Missed. I really do wonder why the dudes with the tanks aren't using the flamethrowers and are instead just using, like, submachine guns. It seems like a bad move, you know? Well, that seems... Oh. Like that was a loading door. Is what that was, apparently. Oh, hello. Okay, liquor. I feel like I should probably stop calling them liquors, because, like, now that we've gotten a good look at them, they're not really liquors, they're just fast.
Naked zombies.
They're just fast naked zombies. But they do crawl on the walls like lickers.
They do.
I want to point out these are like some really fancy cameras for a medical facility? Question mark. Oh yeah, now I got more stop time juice. Hey buddy, you should have held. You saw me. You should have held the elevator. I don't know where Monolith is based out of, but I feel like it's America.
Probably. That seems right.
It seems odd that they would say max capacity like 12,000 pounds, but with a period instead of a comma. Well, especially for it being Alabama and all, which I guess I know it's not Alabama, but because they keep saying it takes place in like Auburn, and that just makes me think of the university. Whee! I'm glad they stopped the demolition long enough for me to like wander around aimlessly to be like, where am I going? I don't. I'm just not. Oh wait, ladder. Maybe. It seems odd that we would. Yeah, okay. This is apparently where we want to go, but it seems odd that we are escaping a underground hospital by going down. Look, I think this game is probably better than F.E.A.R. 1, but I'm still very confused by some things that are occurring. Oh, I'm on fire.
It's fine.
Not that way.
This place looks bad.
Yeah.
It's having a rough go of it. Fire looks good though. Some alright looking video game fire.
You're not wrong.
Fulfills all of my video game fire criteria, which is that it is pretty and glows.
It affects the lighting. I'm very glad that in this game, to go on ladders, you just walk up to them and then you ladder, and not like in F.E.A.R. 1 where you had to hold the interact button.
Yeah, odd choice there, but they learned their lesson.
Pardon me, I'm just gonna run through that with my slowdown time.
I was gonna ask, so do we actually know what the evil dude's here for? Why Vanek attacked the hospital or whatever?
Because so there's something about the lady that we went to rescue is like the evil corporation CEO, the Armacam or something.
Yeah.
And then there was a collectible in that first bit that was like, yeah, you're being kicked out as CEO because of the events of F.E.A.R. 1, which happened, a couple hours ago
Yeah.
from when I found that.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah. So maybe he's like sent by the people who are trying to kick out the lady as CEO.
Okay. And you're trying to protect the evil CEO?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Napalm Cannon.
It's just saying, because I think the overall plot of this is still, like, deal with the Ulma problem,
Yes.
but, like, now you're fighting this dude who just, like, drove away in a van. And it's like, did he drive away in a van with, like, a ghost-busting fucking proton pack? Because unless he
No.
did, I'm not sure why the van is so important.
I mean, I don't think the van's important. Also, I think we're trying to meet back up with Video Game Lady. At least that's what the objective said before. It was like, escape from the explodey thing. Oh. My armor's not doing too hot. My armor!
Gotta take care of it.
Just gonna go up here and run away. That's my plan. Oops. Buddy. Just gonna casually go down this ladder while I'm on fire. Don't mind me. Oh, I guess he doesn't like ghosts. And we're pro ghosts?
Are you?
I don't know. I
I
mean,
thought you were trying to, like... thought that was the point, was this guy was like, oh, he's got psychic powers, and he can fucking donkey punch Ulma. And that'll solve the problem. Psychic smack to the back of the head, and she's just done. Like, bullets worked back in the first game. I still don't know what.
clearly
the
they
problem
didn't
is.
though, because
But like she didn't kill you.
Yeah.
You shot her, and then she like play thing again, and then you shot her, and then she didn't kill you. And then she's like still around, but she wasn't murdering you on the helicopter.
Well, we don't know that because it cut to black.
Yeah, but like she didn't murder you right then.
Or did she?
She's just hanging out. I mean, probably not.
I mean, probably not, considering that guy's in F.E.A.R. 3. But
I'm just confused as to what the actual plot is so far. Like, the nuke from F.E.A.R. 1 happened, your guy got knocked down, you woke up in, like, a lab, or this hospital or whatever. These guys attacked, but I don't know who these guys... these guys are led by the Vanek dude.
Yep.
But I don't know why he's attacking.
I don't know either.
Like, I don't know what his deal is, and therefore I don't know...
Apparently he
like...
hates ghosts.
Okay, but I thought you were also part of the anti-ghost squad. So that's what was confusing me.
Well, I think... Because I think that's what the Harbinger stuff is people trying to find the ghosts and do military things with the ghosts.
Okay, so you want to strap a gun on the armor.
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess because the Harbingers were like, oh, you're cooler than the Fat. You have become Big Fat.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because Paxton Fettel was the psychic commander guy, so they're like, oh, we need more cool psychic commander guys
Yeah.
who are preferably less crazy.
Less cannibalism.
Is the Fett a cannibal? Did I miss that?
He was like constantly had blood all over his mouth and was like chewing on corpses.
Well, that's not gone well.
He was like kneeling over people and doing the whole like and ripping them into his hands, and then he'd turn around and have blood all over his mouth.
You've discovered that the hospital is actually a clandestine underground facility. Snake
Have
Fist. Apparently.
I guess.
We're kind of cooking through this game, apparently.
Okay, so I guess those guys were Armakim.
Yes. But the thing is, I think we're all Armageddon.
Okay. So maybe Armakim has gone rogue.
I must
But the CEO lady you were working for was also super evil, right?
I don't know. I'm unsure. Don't give, like, the psychic mannequin soldiers live bullets, says this doctor. I feel like that's just good advice. Oh, hello, spooky ghost
Probably.
lady. Spooky
Yeah,
ghost.
I did say Snakefist told you had to watch out for the hallucinations and whatnot.
Yeah. Spooky ghost lady's like, come this way, though. And I'm like, well, that's the way the level is laid out, so I guess I'll follow the spooky oh, shit.
How'd that go for you?
I think the spooky ghost lady ate me a little bit.
That's bad. You want to avoid that, probably.
I don't know if that was the spooky ghost lady or a Zambi, but
I think so.
But it didn't. There isn't a corpse, so I think it was the spooky ghost lady.
Well, you're alive.
Yeah.
I think it was her, but it's hard to tell.
This game's a little dark.
It's a little dark.
It's almost like it's a horror game or something.
Kinda. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that anything can be scary with Snake Fist running around.
You're not wrong.
If at any point the game starts to give you the willies, just remember that somewhere out there is Snake Fist.
Somewhere out there is Snake
Is
Fist
Carrie.
talking about Coveter. Ah! 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 No! Snake Fist!
Oh no!
I take it back. Snake Fist is the worst character. Even after I laughed at that, and then
too late.
Also laughed at his IM logs where.
I don't have time for this, Terry.
Oh shit! You know what? This is a much better game than Fear 1. I'll tell you that for free.
Yep.
Though.
It is already way more entertaining when it's moving.
Yeah. Has the same issue of Fear 1 in some places where it's like, where am I going? What am I don't. Like, I'm in that point right now, or I'm like, I opened the chamber doors, but it's like, where do I open? Oh, wait, I go through here. Ha! It's puzzle solving. And I go
the little bob of your character as you go, though, is actually, like, kind of nauseating to watch when there's nothing else happening on the screen.
Can I turn that off, maybe?
I don't know.
Nope. Sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
This is after they decided, oh, we need to add subtitles to video games, but before they were like, what if we let you turn off like motion blur and shit? Ah! F.E.A.R 2. This video game is so dumb, and I'm kind of here for it. Snake Fist. I feel like, again, like, with this goofy evil corporation with the ghost stuff, like, this is almost like Doom 3. In a way that I'm kind of down for.
Oh. Shotgun was not nice with that man.
It's fine. If I didn't shoot him while he was strapped down, he probably would have gotten loose and then attacked me.
Oh, these guys kind of just look like they're halfway to being those Wendigo things from Until Dawn.
A little bit.
I had to briefly pause and think about whether it was Until Dawn or Dead by Daylight I was trying to say. It's another one of those cases where the name sometimes gets mixed up in my head.
Just remember, Dead by Daylight has the shitty Silent Hill crossover, and then
That's true.
Until Dawn has the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah, that guy's actually a pretty good actor.
I feel like he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he was in that Until Dawn game, and then he was in, like, a weird Christian movie because the director's son was a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was in Sci-Fi's Being Human remake, the American one. He was... I want to say he was the voice of Palpatine in the Clone Wars. Which I mostly remember because of the Red Letter Media and Mike giving him shit about it. Because Mike was convinced he could do a better Palpatine voice.
I mean, probably.
He does a pretty good impression, I'm not going to lie.
Live ammunition. Don't... Watch movies in the boardroom, but clean up after yourself. See, like, stuff like that is where it's like, okay, we're, like, approaching goofy Doom 3 shit, which I'm here for. There's something very funny about, like, corporate evil ghosts.
Mm-hmm. So what is the tipping point where that stops being applicable, though? Like, is the afterlife in Beetlejuice still funny, and that it is the afterlife as a terrible bureaucracy?
So, I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
Have you never seen Beetlejuice?
I've never seen Beetlejuice. But that sounds kind of funny.
I mean, if you want to talk about possibly terrible bureaucracies in Afterlife, let's talk about Dragon Ball.
Okay, I take it back. That's the line.
There was something else I was thinking of. Oh, Jade Empire has a really good afterlife setup.
Yes.
Of just terrible bureaucracy. With fucking whoever the dude is, your shopkeeper, who was the dude who was supposed to record your destiny, but it was supposed to be a boring, easy job, and you fucked it up by becoming a destined hero. So you have given him fucking mountains of paperwork to deal with, and he's had it.
It's real good.
So yeah, fuck it. I'm skipping out of my job, and I'm just going to become a merchant. Fuck this. I'm out.
But to be fair, Jade Empire is very good.
It's very good. I'm a big fan of the super bureaucrat. Oh.
I don't know what happened, but it just started raining blood.
It's probably fine.
Also, my secondary comment is, because we're going to tie this back to earlier conversations, is Jade Empire the best BioWare game? Yes or yes?
Probably yes. I really like Mass Effect 1, mind you, but
Mass
probably Jade Empire.
Mass Effect 1's good. Knights of the Old Republic is decent.
Mass Effect 1 is probably the only good Star Trek game, so... Like, I gotta give it points for that, if nothing else. Why did you have time to set up this, like, arena with a big view screen?
Well, because I think this was where they were testing the replica stuff. Like, he didn't set it up,
That
it was
makes-
just...
That part makes sense, but why the view screen?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
It takes a bit of a toll. Thanks, the Fat. There are multiple view screens.
Let's go pay our respects. Mendez, finish up here. Anything out of this hole that links us to Project Origin or Alma or any of this insanity, you read me?
Okay, he wants to destroy everything because he doesn't want the ghosts getting back to the corporate. Apparently.
Okay.
And also he doesn't like ghosts. This seems to be the...
And I guess because you're one of the psychic team, he's like, you gotta go too.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's going to be my understanding until something changes later on or something.
Yeah.
I would look stuff up, but I don't want to look up to the ending.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to
you wanna look like
accidentally...
that.
Because, again, apparently it's amazing.
It's worth seeing without spoiling. Well... It'll be a good time.
Sick combat roll. That's some F.E.A.R. 1 shit right there, is where the dudes get the sickest combat rolls.
F.E.A.R. 1 or GoldenEye 007.
That's true. I'm gonna pick up this
I love
automatic shotgun.
I love the NPC AI in GoldenEye, just like doing little hops from side to side and random combat rolls.
That's what I want out of next gen, is more cool combat rolls out of enemies. Forget this, you know, frame rate or resolution or graphical fidelity. Combat rolls.
Also, I might be wrong, but I feel like the F.E.A.R. series has the highest number of enemies rappelling down through skylights per capita.
You're probably right. Or these enemies are doing the opposite of rappelling down. They're like taking elevators up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not those guys specifically. I just feel like I've seen a lot of that in the past few weeks of streams.
You're probably right. Let's find a way out of the replica training area. Oh boy. I wonder if did the ghost lady like kill the other guy? 'Cause he was like, "Oh, I'm annoyed." How do I get out? Let me out. CPR. Step 1. First turn and point to your right and put your other hand on his stomach. That's the important part. You got to point. hold his head and get down to his head and listen carefully to see if he is breathing or saying anything. Maybe he is just asleep.
Checks out.
If he is not breathing, start kissing him and use the tongue if necessary. I don't think this is how CPR works.
Someone had fun with this.
If he is still unconscious, start rubbing his belly very hard. Push down on his stomach area continuously. So make sure your hair is covering your face so that he can't see your face when he becomes conscious. Go back to step 3 and repeat process. If he still doesn't react, he is dead. Thanks, Armacam.
That's some like how to use the Game Boy level of instructional card there.
I want to point out that's like been the highest resolution thing outside of if you can lean,
clearly
you
whoever
can
whoever
clean.
made that wanted people to read it.
Don't just something look at this guy, he's a jerk. Okay, no, but seriously, how do I get out of this? Oh, back to the thing. Four waves. Oh. Will appear, kill the commander. Look around on the ground near the bloody window. Haha! Oop. We've done it. Although I will say I'm glad we got lost there, because otherwise we would have missed that amazing CPR poster.
Fair.
Punch that man. I feel like the next time there's a loading screen will probably be the end of the F.E.A.R stream, just because this game seems way shorter than the other one. This might be a 3 stream instead of a 4 stream affair.
Oh.
Considering we're on like section 5 of 14.
Wow.
Please stop shooting at me. Bye, losers. Whoop. Why'd that explode? Also, I guess I'm not supposed to be down there, because that's just explosions. Press and hold to lift. What? Soul is still holding the X button. Also, that's not how physics work. If I got it most of the way up, it shouldn't just immediately snap back to where it was. Whoop. Thanks, Ghost Lady. for exploding my enemies. Oh, that's... I'm standing on that. I need to back away from the grenade. Excuse me. Oh, more zombies. Cook that grenade too long. There we go. Who came up with the terminology of cooking grenades? Because A, you should not cook high explosives. B, normally cooking doesn't involve holding something that will explode in your hands. These are the questions that I ask.
I don't know. That would be something that you could probably look up on the internet.
Sounds like that's what Make Me Mad's doing.
Aha.
Take the main supply lift to the surface. That sounds like a good thing to do. Ah. Shit.
Can't find where the term comes from, but apparently it is actually in the U.S. Army Field Manual. They refer to it as cooking a grenade.
Great.
All right, then.
Thanks, U.S. Army Field Manual.
Well, I mean, considering grenades are pineapples, do not put grenades on your pizza.
Is this the main lift? This must be the main lift. I bet it's gonna break and then I'm gonna have to use the valves. Yep. Because they wouldn't have had that intel item that's like, oh, you gotta... Sometimes the elevator breaks and you gotta fix the valves if the elevator wasn't going to break, and therefore I wouldn't have to fix the valves.
Chekhov's valves.
Would have been funny though if they had that and it was like, oh, they actually like fixed them in the interim, so it was like it totally worked out. There's more than one valve.
Damn.
Yep. I was really hoping there would just be the one. Yep. Maybe there's just these 3, though. That would be nice.
Three seems like a good number.
Oh. That's not a good thing that popped up as an objective. Why does this thing have a Mass Effect shield? Gonna go punch the giant robot made of metal. That was a great plan. Where's he going? There he is. Hey, beat up the giant robot.
Congratulations.
Now it's time to take this elevator out.
Top, I've got something on the data net. I think it's Beckett. Oh, thank God you're alive.
Yay, I'm alive.
Beckett, Tegan and Manny are en route. We're gonna try to link up at the stadium, but the streets are a mess, so we may have to improvise.
Alright. That's probably gonna do it. As soon as this loading screen ends and we, watch the beginning that we'll probably watch again. But that'll do it for the first stream of F.E.A.R 2.
So what, that's 5 out of 14 down?
5 out of 14 down.
Not bad.
Facility was built as part of Project Harbinger to turn candidates like you into replica commanders. Although it hasn't worked out too well, as Sergeant Beckett can attest.
You still eavesdropping on us?
Zip it and listen, honeycakes. Genevieve Aristide thinks she can contain Alma, but her plan is going to backfire. Alma is too powerful to be contained. She
Oh
probably
god,
won't
Snake
work.
Fist.
Thanks, Snake Fist.
Destroy her.
Snake Fist wants you to bust ghosts.
Right now, we need to focus on reaching the rally point. Get to the stadium, then we'll talk about what to do next.
Alright. Join us next time for the middle section of F.E.A.R 2. I'm having fun.
Alright then. Yeah, this one is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Yay.
See you next time, people.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
And we're off.